In southeastern Berks County, Pennsylvania, near the borders of Chester and Montgomery Counties, lies the borough of Birdsboro. If you follow Route 82 through the town and out the other side to where it ends, you will find the Birdsboro Waters Preserve, an approximately 1,800-acre watershed consisting of, among other things, forest lands, miles of hiking and mountain biking trails, rock climbing areas and reservoirs. It's a great place to explore and enjoy nature. The trails are fairly well marked and easy to follow. Be aware that there are some rugged sections and expect to see a lot of mountain bikers because the preserve is very popular with mountain biking enthusiasts. We met up with several on our hike. We suggest using all trails to map your route. There wasn't a kiosk with signage or printed maps to take with, and there are a lot of different trails crisscrossing the preserve. There isn't a lot to see along the ridge other than a couple of houses peeking through the trees here and there. Because we were hiking in early March, the wildflowers weren't yet in bloom. We focused our adventure for this hike on the side where the old Dyer's Quarry and the Stinson Run Reservoir are located. Here you can see the Stinson Run Reservoir. There's more to see once you hike back down along Hay Creek and over to the old quarry. We took the trail uphill past this end of an old building left behind from the quarry that operated here. From there we continued around the bend to Trap Rock and the old Dyer's Quarry, where we watched several rock climbers. Unfortunately, the lighting wasn't good enough for them to show up in the video. In spite of the warm weather we'd been having, there was still some ice clinging to the rock walls of the old quarry. There's a steep set of stone stairs with a heavy wire cable bolted to the quarry wall that takes you down to the bottom of the quarry at this end. The video doesn't really show how steep it is. If you choose to visit this part of the preserve, be careful making your way down this part of the trail, especially when the trail is covered with leaves or the stone steps are wet. After descending into the bottom of the quarry, we stopped for a bit to watch some rock climbers starting to climb up the quarry wall on the far side of the quarry pit. After following the trail out the far end of the quarry, we continued on it as it climbed high above Hay Creek. When we returned to where we had first started on the trail, we decided to follow the old road out along Hay Creek instead of returning to our car. Hay Creek winds its way through the preserve alongside the remains of old Route 82, dividing the preserve into two sections. The roadway was washed away during a flood in 1987 and was never reopened. If you start your visit to the preserve by following the old road out to where it ends, you can cross over to the quarry side by using this cable bridge. The creek is wide and a bit too deep for hopping on stones to cross it, but the cable bridge adds a fun touch to your visit to the preserve. There is so much more to the preserve than just the trails we showed in this video. There is a second reservoir along another trail that we like to visit in the fall when the reflections of the trees on the water are much prettier. We highly recommend exploring the Birdsboro Water Preserve if you are ever in the area. It's rarely crowded and we usually find ourselves alone as we follow the trails. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. We also enjoy reading and responding to comments.